Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Sinking City. I have found this hat to be absolutely wonderful whenever I need to hide something. I'm pretty sure it's still sort of visible, but I have a really bad ear infection. And I made myself a makeshift head wrap in order to apply some pressure, which is definitely helping. I need to find more things to go off of for the fate of the expedition main case, because that is what I am currently doing right now, and I'm wondering, would going to the library help? Either way, I'm gonna porty-port to Advent West, and if I don't find anything in like the City Hall or the library, then I will also visit the police archives and the news archives. Because we think that this is not the only kind of attack of this kind. And we have also found a weapon. The peculiar design, so I'm just wondering, if I go to the library, will that be helpful? That is a dangerous street, isn't it? Yep, that's definitely a dangerous street. I did upgrade my character a little bit. I should stay sane for longer and get more XP now. Because I was like, maximizing the XP gain sounds like the kind of thing that's good to do at the start. So that's what I'm doing. But I also took one thing that lets me have an extra bullet in my guns.
Find something you like.
And that there's 10% chance that I'm gonna like do extra damage with it.
Extra.
When I shoot at things, and I thought, extra damage when I shoot at things sounds nice. Sounds like the kind of thing that I should have. Is that a collapse tree? That might be a collapse tree. Is that an American? That's definitely an American flag. That's so weird to me. Like, guys, why are you flying your flags? Did something special happen? Is it a holiday? Is that a government building? Yay! More fast travel points. I was about to ask, does your library normally have like giant glowy signs?
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator.
Did someone do this to you?
I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh.
Okay, I need
to see
access
your
to your
book
archives.
catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
That's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes.
How is it go? Why? Why did they do that? Do you know of any cults? Kinda look like you might know a couple of cults.
This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library's in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really?
Oh, that's really nice.
I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever, can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy.
I am sincerely worried for you. Keep on wanting to save here, but you can't. I mean, I can literally save anywhere, but just looks like it should have an oak ink ribbon or something. Peculiar golden amulet, which resembled a fish eye. Let's try ancient, local. Probably not a good idea to try and, like, brute force it. Possibly history. I would like to figure out more about the dagger and golden amulet. Well, wait, what if we go by author? We do no section, and can we do that? Nope. Because maybe Harriet has wrote something that could be helpful. Nope, nothing that we can find about it in the library. While we're here, I have very low hopes for City Hall, but I may as well try City Hall. Afterwards, I'm gonna try and police, because they say that this can't have been the only incident like this. So that's probably a hint that it would be a police record. And then, of course, there's the newspaper, too. In other words, I am investigating everything, like a good investigator, to see if, you know, it leads anywhere.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
You know, if that was me, I would totally be very interested. I can't believe that this is Enterable.
Door won't budge.
Well, apparently not right now. It will be at some point.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy it, paper, mister.
Is any of the news
Find
about
something you like.
weird daggers?
Cheaper than the rest.
because that would be very useful. I could investigate the place of the reef itself, as that seems like it would have, you know, good
Stop
help.
bothering me, newcomer.
Oh, but I thought maybe you got a questy poo. Do other after the flood and anything at all? Because I mean, some fish people have to be registered here, right? These people can't be citizens. With the amount of disagreements that there are between fish people and not fish people, they really can't be citizens. Well, that definitely would not be under Enterprises, so no, I think I should actually check the police record. I signed in today and I was like, I am actually quite lost as to how to continue this case. Ah! Sherlock Holmes. The thing that we're kind of doing, except differently. Now imagine if there was weird Sherlock Holmes crossover where it actually investigated the complete madness that Call of Cthulhu mythos are. Would be about as weird as to play Sherlock Holmes in, like, I don't know, the place of Stargate? Oh. I feel bad for her. I'm always confused in here. Where's the right desk? There we go. I kind of looked it up what was the right thing to select because I had no idea. At about 10:30 p.m., April 15th, at the fish market, Eastern Shells, corner of Orchard 8 and Holy Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspicious-looking innsmouther as he was stalking a young woman. The suspect had in his possession a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fisheye, as well as a dagger. The suspect resisted arrest. When I tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers from Ood. Several other armed innsmouthers appeared from the fish market. I was forced to release the innsmouther and retreat. The suspect got away. The case is pending further investigation. That's not the exit. It's also not the exit. God damn it.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
But I wanted to know if you knew anything about, like, the dagger and shit. I could have really used information about the dagger and shit. Orchard Avenue. And Holy Fire Lane. Oh, that's one. Ah, I found the fish market before. Cool. And good. I've been there. Woo! It must be really weird to see just a detective materialize at where there's a call booth.
Choice. Choose wisely.
Yeah, I can't speak with you. Nor you. I need witnesses.
As much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I'm not in the mood, newcomer. If you want to talk, see Anna. She's in charge here.
Oh, good.
And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work, infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable, incomprehensible. There will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time.
Could actually be applied to majority of history ever. I was about to ask whether they crossbred him with a corpse, considering that some have like fish blood, but I do see gills. It's just he's unfortunately a lot more human looking than the rest, so he looks extra odd, honestly. You okay there, my dude? You seem to be vibrating.
Interesting speech. You really think there's an upside to all this?
Absolutely. The darker the day, the brighter we can all shine. And we will all shine again soon. All that's needed is faith. I am called Evernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed. Good to meet you.
You're a Blackwood?
Blackwood. You're a member of the Grand family.
I am indeed the last of that line. Inheritor of an
Oh, so you guys are like kind of related to Insmounders, but not really. Yeah, I can see that.
I'll see you around.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
He wants me to visit one of his
See you
sermons,
around, newcomer.
but I don't know where.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be
Because
shy.
I kind of want
Leave enough
to.
for
This is
everyone.
like a religious thing,
Fish?
so obviously
Fresh
the
fish?
easiest way we're gonna
Take
solve
as
this
much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
is if we, you know,
Fish?
investigate the
Fresh
whole
fish?
religion thing to do with it.
Take as much as you need. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy.
Is
Leave
it
enough for
because your
everyone.
fish is
I've
rotting?
heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
Ah, Charlie. Okay, why such generosity? I'm gonna assume that that fish is gonna rot.
This city is short on everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. Yet, you just give away food for free. What's your angle?
Angle? There's no angle, Charlie. Not everyone can hide in fancy manners like the grand families. and our hearts tell us we must do more. We've decided to seize our own fate and rise above this disaster. I think it's going well. The sea is good to us, and it blesses us with abundance.
I'm just gonna secretly eat a cookie over here while you speak, lady.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Oh, how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
What does COD mean in itself? I'm not gonna tell her not to call me Charlie.
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's
That's kinda
obvious
cute.
duty. When we began, it also had, is to help each other. But we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
I mean,
You're
sure.
kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
How can I do that?
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Sail somewhere?
You need me to sail somewhere? I have a boat.
As much as I'd love to go sailing with you, I actually had something else in mind.
I'm a great detective. I can't even tell that you want me to do detective things.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Don't worry, I'm just joining a cult.
Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
I thought it was I served the tea for a second.
See you later.
Do you want a fishy?
You want a fishy? Oh, the fishies. Now, you know, I would really like to stock up on some fishies if I was living here, but then remember that refrigeration's probably not a thing at the moment. I mean, you can with ice boxes, but nobody's gonna have an ice box here. So that's Warren Road. That's about here. Without the fish provided by EOD, the city is at risk of famine. Right, so they established themselves to be important. Which they are right. Times of crisis is definitely the best time for that. And in general, times of crises are not necessarily bad for, like, people as a whole. For it is during the times of crisis when science and medicine and everything else progresses the absolute fastest. Because we have to. It's like applying artificial pressure onto the populace. That doesn't mean that it doesn't suck. It absolutely sucks. But if we never had any crisis whatsoever, well, first of all, I would really question where we are because I don't think that that's possible. Life might just be a lot less worth living, or we would actually make up our own crisis because our minds would need something to push us forward, and if that something is not present, we will make that something artificially. And oftentimes you can see this in people that were born into families that provide for them to a point where there's nothing to worry about. Very, very ultra-rich, royal, and the like. They tend to have really fucked up neuroses because they really don't know what to do with themselves as they're under no pressures whatsoever. But... Okay. Rebecca. I am aware that that's not where I need to go, but it's not a teleporting point. Fuck your infested area. Fast travel point.
Stop it. Burn your eyes clean. But it doesn't
Ooh, here.
You got business here.
I served the tea.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Tell me what happened here.
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Also, what do you mean, why the secrecy? They're a cult.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane, but I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler.
Can you describe it?
What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
I feel like you want to talk, my dude.
And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Is there like a possibility that he wasn't trying to steal, but something like poison?
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
Aw, thank you! You're so nice! Maybe I should join this cult of insanity and fish people.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Yeah, I would kind of be slightly concerned. Is trying to steal fish really a crime big enough to launch a harpoon at someone? To be fair, I'm the one to ask, but people do that all the time with firing weapons. I suppose robberies are really scary, and I should not
All's
judge.
fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all.
Once again, there's like no refrigeration outside of it. This place in itself is a bit, you know, cold. Ah! Okay. I did not realize that there could even be enemies in here. I assume that this is like a private place, so of course there's not gonna be enemies in here. Of course there's gonna be enemies in here. Where else would they go? I wanna check how much... Yeah, I can make another one, that's fine. My boy is just crafting like healing kits here on the go. Come here. Come here. Honey, I don't want to go down there. I don't know what else is down there. So come, please, upstairs. Like, if you're unaware... Right, that's not a good sign. Actually, with this, it would simply mean that there is something... like, a memory somewhere? But there was like a very distinctive thong around, and I did not like it. It's like, what's happening? Why is the game thonging at me? Okay, that's not a fake wall. I did think that it was for a second.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
Ah, there we go.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
Yeah, is the fish like bit poisoned? If it is, that is definitely troubling. It's kind of what I thought.
Still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all.
The fish isn't exactly very good right now at being a fish. At point, these possibly poisoned fish have already been distributed to citizens, to city's poor citizens. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Well, at least I can have many bullets. Many bullets! I keep on thinking that I can see movement at the corner of my eye.
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
What's wrong with pure wood? Dear Mr. Grimes, we can't thank you enough for what you do for the children. In these dark times, your toys go down like a tall glass of water. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All our staff, and of course the children, are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person. So please don't hesitate and come as soon as you're able. With eternal gratitude, admiration of Oakmont St. Jerome's Orphanage. I definitely want to look like no weird
Nice
occulty
work.
symbols, no
When I was a kid,
nothing.
I would have gone nuts for this. Well,
We
if it
ain't
was finished, that is.
infecting children with
This guy
madness
must
here.
really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
So this game is like supernatural. Right. Right. And I can't hear too well right now because of the ear infection, which creates the perfect atmosphere for have I just seen movement with my eyes. I also have learned that you really only need one ear to be semi-okay for it to, you know, work as an ear fine enough. But I gotta say that if I was somehow deaf but only in one ear, I would definitely wear something like a bandage at all times because it's not that weird when you can't hear and there's something on your ear. It is definitely very weird when you can't hear and there's nothing there. Like your brain goes, no, that's not normal. That's not how we supposed to be. What?
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
Right.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Professor, you know, we're actually psychic. We should definitely use the names that we're learning here.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
There more? Is there like a fourth one somewhere? Yeah, there is more. Hi! Thank you!
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Right, so that's definitely not the first. So,
Professor Westerbrook
first
never
he
learns
poisoned
about this.
those,
Just a little
then he
bit
accidentally
more.
tripped those up.
Oh no.
And I am gonna say that this one is
Darn
third,
pests. Mayor, take them.
because it makes sense that the dude gets his harpoon out before he harpoons somebody.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Yay!
Broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
Woo! Right, this is really fucked. I should probably tell somebody. Like, it feels like your fish's poisonous should take, like, uber priority. I feel like... I mean, poison fish is spreading throughout the town. I feel like somebody should be able to, like, identify substances, but I don't necessarily know who. The man who broke into the fish storage is somehow connected to the university. I need to visit the university. Well, thank you for that! Now I know where to go!
You pick
Sorta.
up anything interesting?
I
I
mean,
sure did.
these people,
Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He
the
came to
fish
poison
people
the
are
fish.
against the monkey
By the
people as a
sea.
grand family.
Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
I won't tell her.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make something up.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Take care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished. I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, I guess.
Well, at least it's not like the lady who had her mouth stitched shut. But yeah, there's people that normally would live in this area that are human people, and then there's a whole bunch of newcomers that came here because they're having mad visions, including this character.
Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer, except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There you go. But don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
Okay. Yeah, telling
See
that
ya.
fish is poison
May the
does sound
sea
like the kind of
protect
thing
you.
that would take priority. That 44 is at the end of this suite, if I remember correctly. Yep. Hello, mailbox. I has to get... Oh, wait, is that it? No, that's COD fish storage. Fair enough. Is that the... Oh, that is the university. Good. I know where that is now. I'm definitely telling her that the fish is poisoned before we do anything else. Sounds like an important info. Sounds like, you know, something that you would tell people if you didn't want a majority of this town population to die. But the fish is poisoned. I won't tell anything about the guard. I do feel kind of bad about him. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
Sea protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Okay,
She's
knows how many
potentially
people
in a
might
cult.
already be affected.
We're investigating culty murders. Any idea who the poisoner might be?
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
What should I do with the poisoner?
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I think she just likes holding it like that.
See what I can do.
Don't think
One
it's
thing
actually
still bothers
too hard
me.
to repeat.
The guard at the storage,
Though not the most
Daryl.
comfortable way of holding hands.
What was he doing at the time?
Ah! He fought like a lion.
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
Bye.
See you later.
Well, I know where the university is. I saved Daryl. I did not snitch on my poor fishy guardman. I honestly really feel for him. Even though I'm not on the fishy side, I still kind of really feel for them. The guard is afraid of Anna is a hint, I suppose. Interesting. Oh, if that whole thing is university, it's huge. I have no idea. It didn't like do time progression. So my guy is just going from one place to another.
Today only.
Ooh. I hate to bother, but the sky is raining and there's books
Wendell
everywhere.
Sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Sure, who's Vendel?
Why not? What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get acquainted then. Samuel Hopes, honorary member of Altera Par's book club.
Charles Reed.
You're not really taking care of those
Good.
books.
Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. Here's our records. Please, retrieve the tomes. They're so very valuable.
But not Vendel himself?
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that he was an Oakmonter for sure.
Got it.
Okay, I'm on it.
That kind of sounds like the kind of thing that I can look up in the library. Close for maintenance?
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
Can you tell me about this flask?
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
I don't know why, but I just keep on thinking that this guy's from Harry Potter and can't be... I think my brain's connecting something with the stuttering, and I don't know what I'm connecting the stuttering to.
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
Department of Medicine, you say? Oh, it's the really big building. Let's first go out the smaller one. This is just like a walkway. Come on, game. Processing... It likes to crash sometimes. For some reason, it has memory problems. Normally, it will always go that, we ran out of memory of some sort. Yep, it ran out of memory of some sort. I'ma restart you. That will definitely help. It nearly took my computer with it, goddammit. Some people have worse problems with it. Such as being completely unable to shoot. Because those scenes can lag up. Thankfully, it does have autosaving. I think that fired up after that guy spoke. Not entirely sure of that, but I think that happened. I killed Chrome, which might help. Though normally it definitely goes, oh, it's VRAM related. And it's like, it can't be VRAM related. But dudes, I have a pretty swell graphics card right now. Plus, if you ever run out of VRAM, you're allowed to use the regular memory. Which tends to be slightly, slower. But shouldn't be that bad. The only thing as well is that I'm playing this in summer. It really likes to heat up my system. Which means it's like having a free warmer. I should probably blow out the candle. Otherwise I'm having even more warm in my room for no good reason. So we do have assigned reading. We don't have Department of Medicine on the map, but it's like right there. Can I not enter it? I thought I spoke with the dude. 'Cause that's unfair.
I'm looking for...
There we go. Now am I allowed in? Or is it just the wrong door? It could actually be the wrong door. It's quite the short skirt you have there.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
Well, I definitely can solve
So
that.
if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve all problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Thank you. I know that bullets are like the main currency, but I don't suppose science has some bullets. Alright, so that's just one of them jumpy ones. Come on. Hey, don't consider them to be worth shooting.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Science people!
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
March 2nd. I have finally retrieved a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd. I was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I've begun a series of experiments on the creature. So far it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. Last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Well, that doesn't sound too good. There we go. I've re-enabled click-through mode on my chat, for that has disabled itself. Might want to look away until I stop going insane.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
Press the button.
Very tempting.
I'm sorry. Shit. Yeah, not good. Excuse me. Goodbye. Not gonna be dead. That's definitely not gonna be dead. First time I'm dealing with it, but it always fucking sucks. god, no, not the camera. Ah! Right. Button bad. I wonder if I set it on fire from the beginning, will it work? I do definitely need to make more of these. And I can't. Great. Right, I do have several hand grenades now. Jesus fuck. I did not expect to accidentally, you know, raise that. That was not in my plans. I suppose I definitely should have not pressed the button. Oh, don't worry about your dungeon. I'm sure it's fine. By dungeon, I mean basement. Yep, it's doing the combat lag. Ah! Right! March 10th! With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures and perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers. Jesus fucking Christ, don't... That sounds like a very bad idea!
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Don't know, and I don't like them. At least I can make more traps. Losing my good bullets. Right. Head of the hospital, please. To all staff and students of the University of Oakmont, henceforth any mention of everyone's obvious duty organization, also known as EOD, its symbolic current or and past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds, on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work through our university and all of Oakmont. The dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated.
The door won't budge. Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe
I
not.
can blame you
but
for
so much dead
dissecting
flesh
them and
down there, that's going to
figuring
attract
out to
scavengers.
bring them back
Didn't
to
you
life.
think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
What are the
How
symptoms?
can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Antidote?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
Well, the poison came from here.
Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
I would be very careful with that.
6 feet under.
I agree.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted.
Well, maybe I can look into that family trouble.
We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
Okay, let's place this one on the map. Inner Shine Street. somewhere here. Alright. And we can also place this one on the map. That's for a side quest. Southern Reed Heights. But I like my side quests. Give me XP. South is up, I believe. Baker Street. Looking for Hurricane Ambrose and Baker Street. People keep on being reminded of different things with the game map. I don't know why. The last thing that I heard, I think, was Bioshock. Where is any of these streets? That's Hurricane. That's Baker Street. Now, where is Ambrose? It's not down here. Oh, down. Whoa. Okay. So it's somewhere in the wet regions. Interesting. Somewhere here. Let's return here. Okay, we are at the university currently. Got the experiment things. None of my clues are related, and I get to figure things out by just clicking on them.
The door won't budge.
Well, now it will definitely budge. It budged so hard. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. Won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce, Westerbrook. Well, this is, modern take on Witch's Hat. Somebody really wanted me to have this as a prop. And I so far have used it to cover up bad hair days, and currently I'm covering up the fact that, I bandaged my head because I have an ear infection and it hurts, and when I apply pressure, it feels better.
And these bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison. And these bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Not precisely where it is. Oh? Hello? This is so incredibly creepy! Why do I have hand people helping me?
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Yeah, that's what my husband said. And I've been using that with water, but it tends to take a while. Well, thank you, my weird mind people that like to tell me things. George Cavendish, a professor at Oakmont University, is the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to his student, he lives somewhere in Advent. I mean, it's effective. I don't know how I managed to get it, though. Is that directly... Oh yeah, that's my old... That's this quest. God damn it. Okay, let's do the assigned reading one while we're still here. I like my side questitos. They give me XP. Especially considering that this is just right down the road. Don't particularly want to visit infected places. Infested, I mean. I'm treating this as a Resident Evil thing. I'm like, oh no, that's zombie infestation. Don't want to go there. That's just an open building. That is just an open building. No. I don't care. Thank you for the medkit. I must be going now.
Damn newcomers.
I normally never get ear infections. Right, this is gonna be a very careful float. That Ambrose. That is Ambrose. Okay. So the open place might be the right one. God damn it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alrighty, what do we have? Well, we have some health kits. Have some bullets. Can't be right, though. This is not enterable. Yeah, I do. I really liked Vampire. Yeah. So it's on Baker Street between Hurricane and Ambrose. Detached man. Oh, this one. Sorry, I was looking the wrong way. Are we sure this is a mansion and not like a graveyard?
The door won't budge.
Oh, I loved it. I loved Vampire. There's like a lot of talking in the first hour, but it's a great game. Whenever anyone says the door won't budge, all I can remember is Clive Barker's Undying and the guy going, "Stuck!" I've no idea. Not a single clue. I'm just saying it how I think it should be said. Ooh. Oh, that's cigarette. Everything that's here is mine. I have made up my mind about that. Your house had stuff in it? Not anymore. Someone please help me. I don't want to write anymore. Written words can change the world. I want to sleep. I'm hungry. I can't feel my fingers. Make the book stop, please. Written words can change the world. That is probably one of the weirdest nightmares that you can have.
The door door won't budge.
I really love melee attack in this game. Because you're like, the door won't budge. Oh yeah, smack! Ah, that's fake! Excuse me, walls disappearing always, like, grant me a big hit to my sanity, so I'm just gonna look away for a little while. By your humble servant. The sounds born on our tongues can be more powerful than you could imagine, my faithful reader, and the written words can change the world. I shall teach you how to use these words to control weak minds. Should you kneel before this tome and absorb its teachings, so too shall others kneel before you. But such power is only for the worthy and will destroy those unfit to wield it. Blessed reader, you must transcribe these words into your own hand. Only deserving minds will be able... Cease. Will you take the risk? Oh, shit! Excuse me? Yeah, dude, I'm leaving your house. Fuck you. I'm not murdering you. Don't forget that. I broke in, I took your shit.
The door won't budge.
And I'm leaving. Goodbye. You mean vampire? So now presumably that guy went back upstairs. If that is true, I can just sneaky and rob his place proper. Sorry, I'm just off to do some robbing. Can't leave without proper looting. I'm also not just gonna shoot an old dude. I already spared a bullet for a granny. I don't feel very good about that. So it looks like he wanted power to control minds, the dude. And, the book warned him, you might be unable to stop writing. And he was like, I have a strong mind, that's surely not a problem. And then it was definitely a problem. No, and that sounds really weird. Don't even know who Playboy Cartus is. Snacker. Got me some more shells. Now, reminder for the next time. Stealing big smart books can make people a bit aggressive about it. Probably because you took their booksy. Sounds about right. Alright. Where is the other one? Here. It might help if I just went to, like, Moorland. And then did a porty. I mean, ran. I mean, ported to Moorland and then ran. I wouldn't say all things. There are plenty of things that, are not up to my taste. A lot of World of Darkness written stuff that's like all words and nothing else ends up being kinda shitty. So I like to curate my media. But Vampire was fairly good though. And so was Bloodlines and Redemption. I'll keep that in mind.
What's your problem?
I've been mostly listening to Hindu faith music about Shiva recently. It really keeps me calm. I don't know anything about the latest Batman movie.
Extra, extra.
What was the latest Batman movie even? I thought that he had like a big slab of meat just glued to his back, and that was really weird. Can't be that way. Has to be on shore here somewhere. Ooh! Door! Probably my door.
What are you staring at? Get lost!
Hi there.
Hello? I was told to contact you when I crossed the boundary. We made it! There's 3 of us. Tell me, is it really safer here than in our world? I do not like the smell of this air. It reeks of madness. We have acquired one of their books. Despite my apprehensions, we will open more pathways here. Our people deserve life more than they do. We know horrors without words. We know eternity. We know agony. These people know only indulgence and ego. We will become them, and they will become nothing. Wow! Okay! You guys like actual students or possessed?
We're just students. What do you want from us?
You sure? Slight possession, maybe. Just like a teeny tiny bit.
The door won't budge.
Ooh. There's blood on your floor. That doesn't seem good. Finally, Esther has found the book we were looking for. If it's true, then we'll be able to attend all of our boring lectures without actually going. The illusions will take our place. It's incredible. I wonder why no one else has done it. I don't know. Maybe having a doppelganger is not a great idea. Just a thought. Oh yeah, I remember the fact that they got that dude to play it. Right. First of all, definitely stabbing myself. That definitely... Oh, I see why. Yeah, this would... Shit. I don't have any alcohol. I hate this.
Multiple fractures. Not a good way to die. The wounds are still bleeding. The blood dried not too long ago.
They really do look like us. No need to attend those boring lectures now. The illusions can do that for us. Clean this up. No one must know we took their place.
What? No! Stop!
Time to figure this out.
They really do look like...
What?
Clean this up. No one must know we took their place.
Students made copies of themselves. There was a massacre and the illusion replaced the originals. The book was taken by one of the copies.
I don't know if you know, But I really don't give a shit.
Multiple fractures. Not a good way to die.
If you give me the booksy back, I'll go my way. In this one, I don't remember, but he introduces himself often. He's Reed something. Reed as in like last name Reed.
What are you staring at? Get lost!
Hi there. We're just students. What do you want from us?
Ooh. Oh no, this is gonna hit me hard as well. I saw a med kit. I can't be Dr. Reed because, I'm not a doctor, I'm a private investigator. Right, yoink. By your humble servant, my faithful reader, there are things in this world that defy logic or reason. Lesser minds will insist on their falsity, but truth is in the eye of the beholder. Be brave, ignore the ignorant, and close your second eyelid. I shall teach you how to cut a slice from another dimension and manifest these dark materials before the eyes of thousands. These illusions will seem all but real, but note well, you must never bring across living creatures. They're not of this world. Bye! He is going bonkers himself. The reason why he came here is because he is having these visions. So he came to the sinking city that he keeps on seeing in his dreams after a really bad Navy accident where the rest of his crew died and only he remained alive. And he came here on the premise of, oh yeah, I'm investigating other people's madness, aka my own. Outside of the fact that the game loves to crash on me, this is a pretty swell game, honestly. I know that my husband played Crisis. I did not. But I did like the plot somewhat, but I already forgot it. It's been a while. Right. I need the third book. I don't suppose I could do this by going to the library. I really want to check the library records because I feel like that kind of book would be registered in the library with the lady with the mouth sewn closed. Yeah, she did not get lucky there. Yay, library. Now I'm thinking, it can't be civil records, can it? Not really gonna find the person that took the book from a place that they did not take the book from. But I do have their name and their job. But I need their address. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck foot pedaling trying to figure out where they are.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Should kinda stick my head into a restriction section at some point. And just like steal what I can before running away.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
Yeah, I know, I watched it.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
But I need help! Advent. Citizens. Benjamin Miller, clerk at the Bank of Oakmont, not married. Carpenter Street between Benevolent Heights Road and Hawthorne Ave in Central Advent. There we go! Look at me being smart. I figured that one out all by myself. So this is Advent. Central Advent. Just close to where we are. Carpenter Street. This is Benevolent Heights. Where's the... Shit, it's in water. I don't like the wet. They showed up their graphics fairly well. It works as a shooter. Oftentimes I won't necessarily care the kind of game it is, as long as I can play it comfortably without getting ill. Or panicking for that matter. And B, if it interests me.
Damn newcomers.
Pretty sure that that's kinda universal. I mean, try to tell me that Cthulhu's girly. I did enjoy the story of Crisis. I just don't remember it anymore because it's been a while. Okay, I can park here and there's a huge hole and it's close to my goal. So I'm gonna assume that I'm in the right place. We just entered and there was already a weird ass memory somewhere around here. I'm sorry, is the object fake? It was! I mean, it's not like you're gonna bring a whole bunch of stories that you read and experienced to your grave. So as long as it provides entertainment value, At the time, that's all that matters. We're upstairs waiting for you. As always, the key is under the illusion. If we succeed before you return, don't panic. We'll leave the book here. You'll be able to open the portal and follow us. Right. Can I craft something? I tried playing some of the Far Cry's and it was honestly too hard on me physically. There are certain control methods that give me extreme nausea, as well as like character head bob and shit like that, so sometimes first-person games are definitely a no-go. So I can do some, and then I can't do others. It really completely depends. You already told me that, Rofi. As I spoke to my husband, we have decided that playing on a Ignore Monsters difficulty really defeats the purpose of the game. But I'll see whether I can take any strain on my heart later. I am in a secret room right now. But it defeats the purpose of the game. It makes it a walking simulator. Dude, you told me that you were gonna leave the book here for me. Where's the booksy? I managed to accidentally trap myself in the room because that's what it feels like it. Also feels like it shouldn't be possible. Something's radiating from somewhere. Are all the walls? Oh, okay, there is a lamp there. Oh, not all the walls are walls, okay. Does explain things. Oh god! Yeah, that also doesn't kind of sound like the kind of thing that I would want to play. There goes my last health kit. Why would you want the game to make you cry? That sounds extremely emotional. Oh yeah, I heard about Firewatch. Once again, one of them walkie games. By your humble servant. All known forms and shapes are more complex than you dare think, my humble student. Have you ever tried to look inside a straight line or find the end of a circle? The angles hide entire realms of existence, dimensions of utter incongruity, where size is backwards and time is optional, and with my help, you can open a passage to these places using only lines and angles of your mind. I am very worried about my health. person that's paying me for this better fucking pay in alcohol. I'm cereal. I don't think that anything can actually challenge my existential beliefs anymore. And I think I lost a great deal of ability to feel sadness, anger, and I highly avoid fright, stress, or anything that's not complete equilibrium. Mostly because all of the emotions put strain on your heart. And it actually is really odd to try and exist when your heart starts doing its wibble shit and you're like, let's not die of a heart attack. I think I have everything. Yeah, I do have everything, okay. Oh, that guy better pay me in alcohol. Because I have none, and that's deeply concerning. I might get better. Or I might get worse. We'll see. If at some point I can take stress again, I would love to go back to playing roguelikes. I actually really enjoyed that shit. Found your books.
I believe these are the books you were after. Safe and sound. Unlike the people who read them. Maybe you should reconsider how widely you share this knowledge.
You're starting to sound like the snobs from the university. Close-minded and arrogant. Nevertheless, you have my gratitude. Our unique collection is once again complete. I trust this will be enough compensation.
Is it
for your
alcohol?
trouble.
I don't care what it is, unless it's alcohol. No, of course it's not alcohol. Fuck you. Oh. Oh. Wait. Gave me a costume. Never mind. Never mind. I can do with no health. This is fine. Give me Bailey's must make health kits. Where was I with this? Oh yeah, George Cavendish. I think I should visit the civil people again and figure out where the shit he lives. Also, there's like a lot of infected places here. Any? Oh yeah, kind of nice amount next to the city hall as well. I might just sneak in one and do a crawl through the garbage bin. See if I can like grab something and run. My husband played Dishonored. My husband really liked both Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2. For me, it's not entirely my kind of game. A lot of movement in first person, if I remember correctly. A lot of bobbing. I am really surprised that I can play this game. I'm a really shit shoot.
Hey, knock it off.
Okay. Good street. Nice street. Stay being a street street. I need something. I need some shit badly. Like, badly enough for me to be breaking into places right now. That is a med kit. was the exit? Where was the exit? The exit was here. I heard about it. It's the political RPG thing. Why? Right, we have a medkit. Woo, us! Go me! I stole it and ran. I'm pretty sure that you literally need to make decisions between capitalist and communist, if I remember. Political beliefs are very deeply ingrained into the whole game. Like, I'm pretty sure that's kind of the point of the whole game. I need to find... There we go. Citizen. Advent. Oakmont. Advent Central. St. Mitchell's Road between Carpenter and Constant. Okay. Let me see. I am planning on doing quite a bit on Bloodlines mod this year, starting on October, but I have like a trip at the start of October, and that's gonna be like, it's a work trip, but it's gonna be stressful. And September is gonna be a bit hectic as well. I really need to see a dentist, and there's gonna be a lot of seeing the dentist on September, I imagine. So after finishing this game, it will leave me at a very awkward spot for like a month. I imagine we're gonna see how much September I have. I might do some loose streams of Skyrim because I haven't finished that, and then I'm planning on doing some Bloodlines. And I'm not really planning on starting anything else until next year at least. At St. Michael's Road. This Constitution, and where is Carpenter? I hope it's not in water. Really hope it's not in the middle of the water.
Find something you like. Cheap.
I did not know that I'm trying to look for the person itself and not just their place of residence. I don't know why, but like the little mark thingy looks like a person. I'm like, eh? Actually have to apprehend somebody? Quite enjoying not apprehending anyone. Right, now I need to find any enterable buildings. It likely won't be that way because I'm not seeing any. Not this one, even though it could be. I'm sorry, it is this one.
The door won't budge.
Didn't think that it was enterable. If you want to take it, it's free.
The door won't budge.
Is this like an apartment complex? With only one apartment on it?
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Detective sentimental value. Have you heard of it? I mean, he has a flask, he has a shovel, and he has a back... You know, shovel is a pretty weird thing to be carrying around, to be honest. I heard a thunk, I don't like it. What thunked? Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market, she shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the 2nd floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westburg. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to storage. Think about plan B. Right, something's definitely moving in this apartment.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated the fight. So, does the dude... I mean, the dude can have a hatred for EOD.
I loved you. I always loved you.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Going, gone! Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. What kind of... I'm sorry, what kind of sentence is that? Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between the disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to the prominence among the city's poor, says Lyons. Most of the victims seems to have either joined this group or been a recipient of the arms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Did they sacrifice his wife? Because, I mean, they are a cult.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Oh God, did you fuck a fish? Well, that's a new one.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine. Mine!
She did fuck a fish!
Let's see what we have here.
George?
She fucked a fish!
I don't care what your damn EOD...
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
No fainting in here. Nope, nope, nope. Please. We can't do this again. This is not good. Try your damnedest not to fucking black out everywhere. Hello, Facey Poo. I see you. My, what an impressive size you have. Let me crawl into your mouth. Cuddle your tongue.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm passing out right now.
My name's Charles Reed.
There we go, we're Charles Reed.
Investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
You should explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it.
Look, I can play potato games. I'm really not paying attention to to the graphics or anything. I just really love the wonky lore. I like games to do with insanity. Call of Cthulhu games normally don't disappoint me.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
And kill people in the process.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and
I don't know what mainstream is at this point.
They were no help at all.
What are people even playing?
Not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
His wife, that's Susanna.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
Anna cheated on your bald head with a fish.
It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
You fucked the fish!
She became pregnant.
You fucked the fish!
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Imagine losing to a fish blob, man. Ha!
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That cave-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Hot. Okay, you did not lose to a degenerate fish-faced offspring. You lost to a friggin' octopus. That's... I can't decide if that's better or worse. Maybe she was just really into tentacle porn, my man. Spoiled it with their semen. What are you gonna do now?
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Fuck no!
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them.
Look, cults are bad, but I'm poisoning innocent fucking people. Fuck off.
And the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand.
Really? Really? My man, really? I was standing here with a gun, and he's just like, what? Why? Why would that ever work? I have questions. I don't have answers. You know, it doesn't matter if I like the fish people or not. It doesn't matter, like, it's just, I ain't poisoning fish and killing innocent people. Are you crazy? Well, considering that we keep on passing out, probably pretty bad. I think we also have like a drinking and sleeping pills problem. Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of the OD, and she will follow any instruction without hesitation. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the OD's charitable operations. I'm gonna say that he's a psychopath. I understand that cult bad, cult impregnation's bad, fish people bad. But don't poison the friggin' pheasants! Even if you went out with a sniper rifle, I would give a shit less. I bet you anything, with the kind of detective he is, and the fact that he keeps on, like, passing out, he has to smell very strongly of booze. I think I honestly have to, like, select one way or another. Yeah, I am gonna help Anna. I hate that I have to select one way or another, because I definitely am on the side of this dude and the fact that, you know, fish people bad. But I ain't murdering people. I ain't doing the murder. Well, I mean, I just did a murder, but I did a murder on one person. That doesn't count. I bet that as an excuse, like, really wouldn't fly with anybody. Like, look, officer, I only committed a murder on one person. That does not count. I must get at least 3 murders. That's only fair. Anybody could have made the murder once.
Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
I mean, he lost to an oversized squid. Not surprised to hear that he was a pushover.
Alright. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge. Now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an in-smouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Well, thank you. Basement of fish market, you say? This fish market has a basement. Oh. This fish market has a basement. This basement has a fish market. Look, guys, are you fine, or is it slightly infested? Oh, 8 kids. I found me some 8 kids. I found me some 8 kids. I only have 1 anti-insanity kit, which is honestly very concerning considering that I nearly killed myself a couple times. I could really do with some alcohol.
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
I'm sorry you missed. Anything else? Now I know why I found me some aid kits. Really wish they haven't done that, you know, just up and died. That wasn't very nice. Oh! Alrighty then! Yeah, that's like totally normal. Well, my aid kits may be limited. I do want to keep my health up, just in case, you know, more people will decide to open fire.
Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet.
There's blood on me right now.
I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Reed, I don't think
Calm
so.
down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Alright, go on.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures.
Shoot your load!
Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
The Order?
What is this order you mentioned?
EOD?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the
Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Blood. Sure.
Smugglers, huh? Well, sounds worth a shot. Sure, I'm up for it.
Oh, thank you. I know where they got her. You fix things for me, I can get you in. For sure. But hurry.
I'm in the order of eating oversized dishes. It's my favorite. Okay. Report to Thornmorton. I can't pronounce his last name. Report to the Monkey Man! I'm on it! Maybe Monkey Man will give me stuff. Hope that Monkey Man will give me stuff. I kinda wanna know if he already loaded his brother into his son's corpse. Considering that he was gonna, like, get a suitable body for his brother. I wonder if his son will just be like, hey, oh! I'm up again. It's fine, I never died, don't worry. Oh. Cake? Shit! Cake! Cool! I like cake!
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD. The den of those filthy Innsmouthers. Tear it to the ground.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot?
Yes, I am!
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up...
I don't know why we're having this speech right now.
My son, for Kay's sake.
And you turned him into cake!
What did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Thank you. Anyway, about my task.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn.
Is it a gun?
I've heard enough from you.
It is a gun.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
I mean, especially not after I admonished you like that. Okay. So we have Fred, but we also have skills. Have 3 knowledge. God damn it. That is a lot of knowledge. So first of all, more XP right now. Gonna maximize that. I would like some sanity, please. We'll take carrying more rounds, I think. Well, he did make his son into a cake. So, like, that's pretty cool. Like, imagine that. You die and your dad's all like your cake now. Well, at least I now have a shotgun, so I have more bullets. Though I have worryingly little amount of other things. Don't mind me just taking a quick look-see around Z. Well, I mean, most of my health bar is just the upgrade. And that really helped. And if you're doubling, like, how much shit you're carrying about and how fast or slow your sanity drops, that's impactful to me. I'm not too sure, like, gameplay-wise, because surely if you're good at this, you probably don't need all that much shit, but I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. But it really helps! And I like it that it helps. This is such a weird scene. And everybody's like, yay. Wait, are you the corpse? You might be. Well, I'm happy that you get a use of that body. Alternatively, it could be another relative. No. Nothing requires a skill check. It's all for combat. And for not going insane, for the most part. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it here today, and hopefully when I'm back here the next time, I don't actually need to be wearing a little wrap on my head in order to protect my ear. So, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time. So, you know, have a nice morning and stuff. Bye!